Having Venus in Aries in the 7th house signifies an assertive, confident, and spontaneous individual. They are typically passionate, independent, and have a strong desire for companionship. Yet, they might also be impulsive, leading to hasty decisions, especially in love and relationships. In relationships, they are usually drawn to dynamic, exciting, and challenging partners. Their love style can be intense and straightforward, often preferring the chase and initial excitement of love. This may give rise to relationships that start quickly but may also end abruptly. On a career level, they could excel in areas that allow them to lead and initiate. They may shine in negotiations, as they're competitive and persuasive. Careers in sales, sports, marketing, or public relations may appeal to them. Strengths of this placement involve being active, brave, and dynamic in both love and work. They are competitive, passionate, and have a strong belief in their values. However, challenges may include impatience, impulsiveness, and a tendency to rush into relationships without fully thinking it through. Growth lessons for this individual include learning to temper their fiery Aries energy, showing patience, and not being too quick to act. It would benefit them to slow down and allow relationships to develop naturally over time. They should also remember that not every interaction needs to be a competition. Cooperation can be just as rewarding and effective in achieving success. Venus in Taurus in the 7th house suggests a deep appreciation for stability, loyalty, and beauty in relationships and partnerships. This placement values long-lasting bonds and seeks a partner who provides emotional and material security. There is a natural charm and calm demeanor that attracts others, often leading to harmonious and loving connections. In relationships, there is a strong preference for commitment and reliability. Expressing affection through physical touch, gifts, and acts of service is common. Partnerships are often based on shared values and mutual respect. Challenges may arise from stubbornness or resistance to change, which can make it hard to adapt when relationships evolve. The 7th house focus highlights partnerships as a major source of joy and fulfillment. There is often a talent for bringing peace and balance to relationships. This placement may attract stable, dependable partners but also risks becoming overly dependent on them for security. Venus in Taurus can sometimes lead to materialism in love, prioritizing comfort over deeper emotional growth. Strengths include loyalty, patience, and the ability to create stable, loving relationships. There is a gift for maintaining harmony and fostering beauty in partnerships. Challenges involve avoiding possessiveness, letting go of outdated relationships, and learning to embrace flexibility in love and life. The lesson is to balance the desire for security with the need for growth and adaptability. True partnership thrives when both individuals feel free to evolve while sharing a strong foundation. By blending the Taurus love for stability with openness to change, this placement can achieve deeply fulfilling and meaningful relationships. A person with Venus in Gemini in the 7th house is usually charming, communicative, and sociable. These individuals tend to have good interpersonal and negotiation skills, and can adapt easily in social situations. Gemini's influence allows them to keep their relationships lively with spirited conversation and a variety of interests. In relationships, these people may have an intellectual approach. They often crave stimulation and value mental connection, preferring partners who are mentally engaging. They might enjoy playful banter and appreciate an element of friendship in their romantic relationships. However, they may struggle with indecision and find it hard to commit, as they dislike being tied down and feel the need for change and variety. Career-wise, this placement can indicate success in fields that require interaction, communication, and negotiation, such as sales, public relations, or diplomacy. Their natural charm and adaptability can also make them successful in the performing arts, writing, or any field where they can use their wit and communication. Strengths include adaptability, sociability, and strong communication skills. They can often lighten up any environment they're in with their lively energy. However, challenges may relate to indecisiveness, a tendency for superficiality, and a fear of commitment. Personal growth lessons might involve learning to make decisions more easily, grounding themselves in the midst of change, and understanding that depth and commitment in relationships can bring as much variety and learning as constant change. Those with Venus in Cancer in the 7th house are emotionally intuitive, compassionate, and value emotional security. They are romantic idealists and extremely caring in their personal relationships, often showing strong maternal traits. They view relationships as nurturing safe havens, and emotional security is of utmost importance. Their nurturing nature makes them highly supportive partners. However, this placement can also indicate a tendency to be overly sensitive to the feelings of others and an excessive need for reassurance. They may struggle with setting boundaries, leading to possible dependency or codependency in relationships. This emotional sensitivity can lead to self-protection, which can sometimes manifest as moodiness or withdrawal. This Venus placement can influence careers towards professions where compassion, caring, and empathy are valuable, such as psychology, caregiving, real estate, or hospitality. Their ability to make others feel at ease and understood is a real strength in these areas. Their strengths include being sympathetic, committed, loyal, and loving. On the flip side, challenges can include hypersensitivity, neediness, and difficulty with criticism. In their journey of personal growth, learning to balance their emotional sensitivity with healthy boundaries is crucial. Additionally, they need to learn to validate their own emotional needs instead of relying on others for validation. Ultimately, this placement provides a rich emotional depth that, when understood and managed, can lend beautiful empathy and kindness in their lives. Having Venus in Leo in the 7th house is a significant astrological placement. This suggests a fiery, warm, and expressive personality that draws others in easily. A person with this placement is often confident, generous, and has a love for the finer things in life. They can be assertive, expressive, and passionate about their pursuits in life. In regards to relationships, they may often be drawn to romantic partners they can proudly show off. Relationships are often based on mutual admiration and respect. However, there can be a tendency towards becoming overly focused on the relationship, which could put stress on it. Career-wise, this placement suggests success in roles that involve working with others or in the public eye. Activities related to arts, entertainment, or anything that allows them to express themselves creatively could be particularly rewarding. The strengths of this placement include self-confidence, charisma, creativity, and an overall warm personality. Challenges could be a tendency to be too dramatic, overly focused on appearance, and a struggle to share the spotlight. They may also struggle with ego issues. For personal growth, these individuals can benefit from learning to moderate their need for attention and acclaim. Recognizing that everyone's contributions are valuable can lead to more fulfilling personal and professional relationships. They can also learn to balance their need for luxury with practicality and financial management. In essence, Venus in Leo in the 7th house points to a person with a magnetic personality, a passion for life, and a desire to be appreciated and recognized. Balancing these desires with humility and understanding can result in not just personal and professional success, but also personal growth. Venus in Virgo in the 7th house indicates a practical and analytical approach towards relationships. These individuals tend to seek perfection and stability in partnerships and may have high expectations. They're likely detail-oriented, which can contribute to problem-solving but may also result in them being overly critical. In relationships, they're usually loyal and appreciative of dependability. But they might struggle with expressing their feelings openly. Their ideal partner is someone reliable, tidy, and intellectually stimulating. Their tendency to overanalyze can lead to self-doubt or avoid making decisions in personal matters. As for career influences, jobs that require attention to detail, organization, and perfection are suitable for Venus in Virgo in 7th house. Examples include roles in healthcare, editing, research, or administration. They prefer environments where they can apply their practical skills. Strengths for this placement are reliability, intelligence, and a good sense of duty. They may have a knack for spotting imperfections others overlook and are generally good at managing and organizing. Challenges include difficulty expressing emotions, a tendency toward criticism, and high self-imposed standards. Personal growth lessons revolve around accepting others' imperfections and their own. They require learning how to express emotions more easily, to make decisions without overanalyzing, and to balance their inclination for perfection with a dose of realism. This helps in establishing healthier and more fulfilling relationships, both personally and professionally. With Venus in Libra in the 7th house, a person's core personality traits reveal a strong inclination towards harmony, beauty, and balance. They strive for fairness in all relations and have an innate sense of diplomacy. The placement suggests a constant search for peace and aesthetic pleasure. Kindness, charm, and sophistication are noticeable traits. In relationships, these individuals likely seek partnerships that involve intellectual stimulation, balance, and genuine fairness. They appreciate romantic gestures, friendly debates, and are usually the ones who strive to keep the peace when conflicts arise. Career-wise, the placement may lead to thriving in fields requiring diplomacy, negotiation skills, and aesthetic sense. Professions in design, art, fashion, diplomacy, or law may suit. Also, they may excel at dealing with the public, making jobs in public relations or customer service beneficial. The strengths of this placement include the ability to listen, negotiate, attract partnerships, and create harmony. They're diplomatic, affectionate, sociable, and artistically inclined. However, the challenges involve indecisiveness, avoidance of conflict, and dependence on others for self-esteem. The journey towards personal growth for these individuals often involves learning to assert themselves instead of overly pleasing others. Balancing their need for peace with the need to confront and handle conflicts effectively is a key lesson. They must also learn that self-worth comes from within and doesn't need to be validated by others. Venus in Scorpio in the 7th house suggests a passionate, magnetic, and intense personality. These individuals possess a strong emotional depth, often exhibiting a need for genuine, profound relationships. This placement favors commitment and loyalty, and they may seek partners who provide emotional security and stability. In relationships, they bring a high degree of empathy, willingness to understand the partner's perspective, and emotional investment. However, they can also become possessive or jealous at times. Their intensity or black-and-white approach to love may lead to stormy partnership experiences. Being aware of these tendencies and learning to control them can lead to emotional maturity and richer relationships. As for career, they may excel in roles involving negotiation, diplomacy, or partnerships since the 7th house rules these areas. They can do well in fields like law, psychology, or counseling, where their understanding of human nature can be utilized. Strengths associated with this placement can be their loyalty, intensity, investigative nature, emotional perceptiveness, and ability in forging strong alliances. However, their challenges lie within their potential possessiveness, tendency to hold grudges, fear of betrayal, and their struggle to let go of past hurts, which can hinder their relationships and personal growth. They can grow personally by controlling their possessive nature, improving their resilience in face of emotional turbulence, and learning to trust others more. Understanding that not every relationship needs to have high drama, and embracing compromise, compassion, and forgiveness, can also be transformative for them. This planetary positioning can thus offer a powerful invitation for them to explore the depths of their own emotional nature and to develop greater intimacy with others. Venus in Sagittarius in the 7th house suggests an adventurous spirit and passionate personality. This individual is likely to have a natural curiosity and a strong love for learning. They are optimistic, open-minded, and enjoy exploring new things, ideas, and cultures. They flourish in environments that allow them to express their individuality and enjoy their freedom. In relationships, this placement indicates a person who is honest and straightforward, often seeking a partner who shares their love for adventure. They value mutual respect and honesty above all else in a relationship. Sometimes, they may struggle with commitment due to their love for freedom and new experiences. They appreciate relationships that give them the space to grow as individuals. In terms of careers, this person may thrive in roles that involve travel, teaching, philosophy, or publishing, owing to their love for knowledge and exploration. They may also do well in roles that allow them to interact with diverse cultures and people. Strengths associated with this placement include optimism, honesty, independence, and adventurousness. However, challenges may include a fear of commitment, restlessness, and an inability to stay grounded. They may also sometimes be overly blunt or brutally honest, which could cause misunderstandings. Personal growth lessons for these individuals revolve around learning to balance their love for freedom and their commitments. They must learn not to run from commitment but instead to see it as an opportunity for growth. They should also work on improving their tact and diplomacy skills in communication. Through embracing these lessons, they can experience truly satisfying relationships and enjoy a fulfilling life journey. Venus in Capricorn in the 7th house indicates a person with a serious and realistic attitude towards love and relationships. They likely seek stability and commitment, with a tendency to be cautious or traditional in matters of the heart. They may also be drawn to older or more mature partners. In terms of personality, they are typically responsible, determined, and value-driven. They might show their love through actions rather than words, and strive for mutual respect and understanding in their relationships. Career-wise, these individuals may excel in professions that require diplomacy, negotiation, or relationship management due to their ability to build and maintain strong relationships. Business, law, or any career that warrants a methodical and disciplined approach may be particularly fitting. Strengths include their steadfastness, loyalty, and reliability. They are often respected for their strong work ethic and commitment to their responsibilities. However, potential challenges may include being too reserved or stoic, which could lead to them being perceived as distant or unemotional. They may struggle to let people in and express their feelings openly. For personal growth, learning to balance their drive for security with the need for emotional openness and vulnerability may be important. They could benefit from embracing flexibility and spontaneity in their relationships and careers, understanding that it's okay to let go of control and perfection at times. Lastly, cultivating the ability to express feelings more freely may lead to more fulfilling personal relationships. With Venus in Aquarius in the 7th house, one is likely to value independence, freedom, and intellectual stimulation in a relationship. This placement indicates an open-minded approach to love, craving for non-traditional or unconventional relationships. There's a keen interest in friendships and social connections beyond the romantic realm, making them rather attractive to a diverse set of people. In all relationships, fairness, equality, and mutual respect are crucial. One may understand love through a more cerebral lens rather than an excessively emotional one, and may struggle to fully express their feelings, which could result in being perceived as aloof or detached. In terms of career, they are inclined towards professions that offer opportunities for intellectual stimulation, variety, and freedom. Potential fields might be technology, social justice, or any career path that allows them to break norms and introduce new perspectives. Strengths associated with this placement include originality, adaptability, and the ability to easily foster social connections. However, challenges may arise from a tendency toward emotional aloofness and an aversion to traditionally accepted norms or routines. Personal growth comes from embracing emotional connections and realizing that vulnerability can lead to more meaningful relationships. Working on emotional expressivity and a deeper intimacy can balance their natural independence and add to their relationship satisfaction. Despite their unique relationship viewpoints, Venus in Aquarius in the 7th house individuals possess the genuine potential for growth, adaptability, and versatility in both their personal and professional lives. They have the capability to nurture enriching relationships and excel in intellectually stimulating environments. With Venus in Pisces in the 7th house, the individual likely has a compassionate and empathetic nature. They may be deeply romantic, idealistic, and dreamy in love relationships, often blurring boundaries due to their immense capacity to give and merge with the partner. Their big-hearted approach can sometimes lead to emotional disappointment if their expectations are not met. In terms of relationships, they might gravitate towards partners who are spiritual, artistic, or in need of healing, echoing Pisces' savior and sacrificial lamb archetype. The challenge lies in ensuring they don't lose their identity in the process or play the role of a rescuer excessively. This placement suggests a strong inclination towards professions related to arts, healing, counseling, or diplomacy due to the empathetic and aesthetic sensibilities of Pisces Venus combined with the 7th house's partnership-oriented focus. However, they might struggle with making business decisions, as Pisces often prefers emotional connections over materialistic gains. Strengths associated with this placement include a deep intuition, a great capacity for empathy, artistic talent, peacemaking skills, and a kind-hearted disposition. Challenges involve maintaining boundaries, discerning idealistic from realistic expectations, and dealing with emotional vulnerability. Personal growth would involve learning to discern illusions from reality in relationships, balancing their need to merge with maintaining a distinct individual identity, and channeling their creative and healing energies productively. Integrating sensitivity with self-care and emotional strength can help them effectively navigate their life journey.